One who conquers others is strong. One who conquers himself is all-powerful. Lao Tzu, Chapter 33, The Tao Te Ching. Throughout my adult life, I've struggled with self-confidence and anxiety. Maybe it was how I was raised, maybe it's just the way I'm wired, or both. But when life hits me, I feel it first in my stomach. Deep, sharp, unmistakable. Sometimes I even get nauseated if the feeling is strong enough. It's like the gut, my gut, is the messenger of my soul. Along with that anxiety, I crave validation, approval from others. I'm a victim of overthinking and avoiding conflict like the plague. And let's not forget those limiting beliefs that seem to tick on when no one else is around, whispering over and over in your head sometimes. In the summer of 2024, I probably had a year of maybe the worst storms of my life. My cat Ellie was diagnosed with heart failure. My dad ended up with stage 4 colon cancer. And later in the year, my mom showed symptoms of Alzheimer's and later got diagnosed with that. And then Hurricane Helene hit my area. And the storms didn't stop. In my family, we had more tragedies. In my community, there was recovery. In my heart, there was still turmoil of things going on, things happening. One October afternoon, after a really intense phone call where I didn't get great news, I got this headache like no other. It hit like thunder. I think I took aspirin for it, maybe. Within the hour, I was curled up on the bathroom floor, clutching my stomach, aching in every way possible. This was all a physical manifestation of my grief and anxiety. Lying there, it hit me. I needed to go on a walk. I got up, I grabbed Lottie's leash, and we walked. Slowly, tenderly, through the park, towards the river. I wasn't exactly sure where I was going. I just know that I needed to get to the water. And as I watched the water rush by, a message appeared in my mind like lightning. Balance your solar plexus chakra. They were impossible to ignore. I hadn't thought much about chakras in a while. That feeling in my gut, though, it started to come together, to make sense. The solar plexus, personal power, your willpower, identity, the seat of your anxiety. Around that same time, I'd been diving deeper into tarot. Not just for me, but learning to guide others with it too. It helped me hear what I already knew. The whispers of the cards provided clarity and a path forward. That's what I loved about it. The next morning, I pulled out my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, and I asked my angels and relations, what do I need to know right now? And there it was, the solar plexus card. Confirmation in so many ways. I shouldn't have been surprised because I'm highly clairsentient. I I feel things in my body before I even understand them in my mind. I feel people's energy even before I can see their aura. That moment, I began a journey that felt like I was coming back to myself, back to my power. I threw myself into finishing my tarot course, and then it became my mission to balance my solar plexus, because at that point, it was so unbalanced, it was manifesting physically. I got my citrine crystal. I started doing planks. I engaged in sound healing. I started wearing yellow. I started eating more yellow foods that fueled my strength. And little by little, I felt this fortress of strength coming to me. I felt my confidence increasing. And it wasn't just my confidence, but this feeling of permission, this permission to take up space, to create, to exist without apology. Okay, that was really cheesy. And you know, maybe it was never about anxiety so much as it was this returning home to my center.
That's more like it.
And most days I know now that I'm not just surviving. I'm creating my own power, my own energy. It's one choice, one breath, one creative project at a time.